Story time! Hi guys. So I just want to tell you a story. Story from a long time ago. Not from a long time ago. This is 8th grade.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
2 years ago?
We're now considered sophomores.
Yeah.
We're soft.
Dominic and I,
Yeah.
TJ.
I'm soft right now.
And,
I wish it was hard, but I'm not.
Chris
So
is
I'm telling
considered
a
a
story.
freshie.
Shut up.
Fuck, freshie. Okay.
This isn't middle school anymore.
Anyways.
I hate you.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
I know, I'm talking to
Let
you.
Dom get into his
So
story.
I was talking. I'm about to tell you a story of my grad night. Grad night was a really special time for me because it's that time where
you got
you and all your
4
friends.
hours to walk around the whole Six
Yeah,
Flags
4
park
hours
with
to
an
walk.
hour wait for like the dumbest rides.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
don't know about you, but for my grad night, there was an hour wait for the bumper cars at Six Flags.
Yeah.
For
Are
the
you
bumper
shitting
cars.
me?
Yeah.
Yes, and
It
people
was
were
packed.
willing to wait for an hour to
I
ride bumper cars.
I never went to grad.
Because I feel like people have this preconceived notion that like grad night is just for your school, but it's not. There's like
Bullshit, it's for
5
everybody.
other different schools there.
No, not 5, like 20 other
and
schools.
then plus like, yeah, it's just
It was really dumb.
It
And
was
then,
really dumb.
Like some schools, like I know one school got to leave after school. Like as soon as after school they loaded up, they left.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So then
But
they
we
got,
have to
like,
line
7
up.
hours.
We have to line up for like an hour to go.
Yeah, and
So
then we
there's
didn't
no
leave till like
point.
6. And then we had to come back at 11. So it was like no time to do anything.
You're pretty much saying the whole fucking place was packed.
Yeah, it was packed.
Yeah,
it was dumb too.
It's
So
bullshit.
let them
So
get
yeah,
started.
so I want to tell you a story about this grad night. And it was
Drinks.
it was a very awful grad night. One of the worst experiences of my life, but it was also one of the best experiences of my life.
Shit.
So
Okay.
so we got in the bus, me, my buddy Spencer, and my buddy Jake, and we're getting on the bus. It's taking a while. We're trying to find a bus to get on because it's just like get on the fucking bus, and if you're on that bus, stay on the bus,
And if you're not, you'll fuck yourself.
If you're not, then suck a dick or whatever. They just want to make sure everyone got on. We all get on. My middle school sweetheart at the time that I was dating, if that's what you want to call it, she wanted me to ride the bus with her, and I was like, okay, how about no? And
Dick.
because she wanted to ride with her friends, and I didn't really feel like being around those people,
Yeah.
And or actually, I don't know. No, she said, you know what? No, I want to ride with my friends. You ride with your friends. I think that's a good idea. I think she said that. I was like, okay, fine, whatever, fuck it. So we're on the bus ride, driving there, and it's funny. I think Spencer was playing Monopoly on his phone the whole time, and it was like
Okay.
it was pretty annoying because he was like playing these weird games, and we're like pretty upset at him for doing that, And then we finally get there, and we have to wait for a really long time because to get in, it's like a pain in the ass. And we're finally in, right? And then my girlfriend finds me, and she's like, hey, let's go on rides together. And I was like, oh, yeah. And my friends were already right next to me. And so they pulled me away from her. So I basically didn't get to spend time with her. So she was with her friend, so I guess it really didn't matter. But, so then we went on our first ride, and I forgot what the first ride was. It was probably fucking, I want to say it was like Ninja or something like that.
We live in California, so.
Or it was Revolution. Yeah, it's not, by the way, it's not the Six Flags from fucking Texas.
Yeah,
Texas,
some shit. Yeah.
Even though that one's probably like
Well,
a
Six
million,
Flags
even though that
Magic
one's like a
Mountain.
million times better. King Ka. But
That
anyway,
wasn't at Texas, was
Welcome
it?
Yeah,
to
it
Rocket.
is.
Damn.
well, there's two ones. There's like one King Ka, Texas, and there's another one that's like the extreme one in like
I was
fucking
thinking
Asia.
about the
or something.
extreme. I was thinking about the extreme one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But anyway, yeah. So we get on a ride. I forgot what ride it was, and we're just kind of like, it kind of sucks because there's a lot of kids there, a lot of annoying, sweaty teenagers trying to get on these rides, and it's taking a long time. And then we went on our first ride. I mean, we're having fun, or whatever. We finally go on. We keep going on these rides. We finally get on. I forgot what ride it was. Oh, fuck, what ride it was. What ride was it? What ride it was? What ride
Batman?
was it? It's not Batman. It was
Revolution?
no, the one
Wonder
Tita's
Woman,
scared
Wonder
of.
Woman.
The one Tita's scared of.
Oh, Superman.
No, the other one.
He's scared of all the rides.
Yeah, but
I'm
the one
scared
that he
of
said he'll
fucking
never
all
go
of
on.
them.
No,
Lex Luthor? No, that was
No.
when you
No,
guys
fuck
went.
that.
the one that's my favorite ride.
Tatsu.
Tatsu.
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah.
How did I
Christmas.
forget that? Oh my
Fuck
god.
roller
We went
coasters,
on
I'm
Tatsu.
sorry.
We went on
It's just
Tatsu.
not my cup of tea.
We went on Tatsu, and I remember us staying there, and then like a lot of teens there just like talking and being really fucking annoying. It was really it was really bad. The line was taking forever, and so we finally get to the roller coaster, and like this like group of like these black teenagers, right? Were there, and I have a lot of black friends, But this is probably one of my least favorite experiences with just kids in general. This one, and Spencer kept looking behind me as we were waiting in line, and I was like, what's happening? And Spencer's like, oh no, nothing, just it's fine, just whatever, keep standing there. And I was like, seriously, no, what's happening? And then he keeps looking behind me, and at this point I'm like, the fuck? I look behind me, and I catch this girl like mid-air humping me from behind, and she's like, it's like she's been trying to like fuck me in the ass almost. And it was very strange, and I remember just being like, okay, yeah, can I get in front of you? Jake was standing there, he's like, what's happening? He's like, these people are trying to hump me in the bum right now. And I was pretty freaked out and spooked, and then like they're all laughing and like being really ghetto and just
bitch.
I don't know, it was weird. That was the first weird thing of the night, and then so just keep going on roller coasters, and I think we went on like 4 or something like that. And at this point, everyone just we went on like 4 rides. Everyone's pretty satisfied because it's really all we're gonna get. It's getting close to the end where we have to go home. We have like an hour left. So then, of course, Jake wants to get something to eat. Spencer wants to get something to eat. Not really something to eat, but something just to snack on or just to eat, pretty much, yeah.
And they get frozen lemonade.
So, yeah, they want to get frozen lemonade because they see it and they're like, oh my god, that looks so good. You know, it looks like chunky throw-up vomit piss. It looked really bad.
Sounds good, let's fucking
And they're like, oh yeah, looks good. It's the one that comes in the cup with a little spoon.
Yeah,
you know?
it's Minute Maid or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
Minute Maid, that's exactly what it is. And so... they get it, and I'm like, do you want it? Do you want some? And I was like, no, I do not want that shit. Get it away from me. So Spencer gets it, and he's eating it kind of slowly. You know, he really is taking his time with it. Jake, however, is scarfing it down, like, as fast as he can. I don't know why, but he just really likes it.
And you guys went on Wonder Woman.
We were going to Batman.
But didn't you go on Wonder Woman?
Yes, but we were going to Batman.
Oh, you were on
Isn't
Wonder
Wonder
Batman,
Woman on the way to Batman?
Yeah, because there's a time in the park where they sectioned it off.
It was DC
and
Universe,
it was DC
right?
Universe. That's what it now is. Before just whatever.
That's really all I remember, just how it was...
Sectioned
Well,
off,
it just recently got segregated. Like, sectioned off.
Segregated. Jesus,
All the
Dominic.
DC Universe people have to go into a separate bathroom. They can't use the regular people bathroom.
Fuck. That's terrible.
Yeah, so then we were on our way to DC Universe, and then we're on our way to Batman, and at this point, Spencer hasn't really done with his frozen yogurt, but he's halfway done with it. Or not frozen yogurt, frozen lemonade. He's halfway done with it, and he's like, I don't really like this. It tastes like shit, and he throws it away. And then Jake is like, I'm gonna finish mine, but he's actually almost done. He has just like look it up or whatever. He's done with it. Throws it away. So we eat the whole thing pretty fast. This is what I'm getting at. So we're going to Batman, and we're thinking, okay, well, this is probably the last fight we're gonna get to go on. So probably Batman. That one or Riddler's Revenge. And then Jake was like, oh, wait a minute, look at that ride. It's Wonder Woman's Lasso, Golden Lasso.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had never been on the ride. Those small rides that leading up to the big rides.
It was like the carnival ride where you get on and it just starts spinning you around really fast.
All you have is like a
stuck
little strap that doesn't even hug you, and then like
it kind of like sticks you back into the seat, and you can't really move. You know, and so it was like this carnival.
It's a gravity ride. It's really what it is. You know, it's one of those
all the
spinorama
G-force
things.
pretty much puts you against the wall and the fucking
Yeah.
things.
I mean, that's really what it is.
It's bullshit.
Fuck it. And so Jake was like, oh yeah, Jake suggested this, by the way. Jake was like, oh hey, this ride is really cool. I heard it was really awesome. We should all get on it. And I was like, I don't know, that ride looks really stupid. I don't want to spend time on that. And he's like, no, there's like no line. Might as well, dude. And Spencer was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So of course we get in line. The line takes like 5 minutes. It's really fast. We get in the ride, and this is where it starts to get really fucked up. We get in the ride, and we each pick a thing, and then we're having fun. We start spinning. Everyone feels right. Jake has a tendency to get a little sick sometimes. He doesn't like bad like there was one time in class where we started talking about like diabetes and blood diseases, and he like went to the bathroom to throw up. So he's really just like not a strong person.
Squirmish?
Yeah, squeamish.
I know what I'm gonna do when he comes back.
Like, I'm pretty sure if I started bleeding from my mouth, he'd like, if I got cut or something, he'd be like, freaking out. But anyway, so we got on the ride and we were spinning really fast. And
Cut.
Yeah, sorry, I just had a text. And
Dominic shit himself. He was like,
oh
shit.
my god. So yeah, we got on the ride and then we get off and everyone's pretty fucking dizzy. Fuck.
What happened?
Dude, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay, anyway.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. I had to answer a text. It was so important. So yeah, we get off the ride. We're about to go to Batman, and then Jake starts feeling really bad, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute!" And he stops and sits down, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not feeling so good." And I can tell because his cheeks are getting puffy, and his face is getting red, and he's like, "Oh, man, no, I can't do this. Like, I have to sit down. I have to sit down." So we don't even get to a place to sit, very fast. He has to sit down on the floor because he's just that out of it, nauseous.
It's bad.
Sits down, and then it was weird because another thing about this was that a couple girls came by and they were like, "Oh, hey, how's it going, guys?" And they started waving at us and like trying to flirt with us or whatever, right? Trying to flirt with us, and then but it was weird because the whole time girls were talking to Spencer. Like the girls kept asking Spencer for hugs, and it was really weird. And they were like, "Oh yeah, can I get a hug from you? Can I get a kiss from you?" And then Spencer was like, "No, I don't want a kiss from you." You're just like being real weird. He was like, "No, I don't really like you." And
you don't look.
And they were like attractive people that were asking him for. I'm pretty sure at one point it was a dude that asked him for a hug. Spencer's a very attractive person. But anyway, that just happened to happen.
He just looks like
so cute and just so beautiful. And anyway, so
he looks innocent, but he's really not.
Yeah, he's not. He's the devil. He's the reincarnation of the devil. So girls walk by, said that, whatever. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. But anyway, Jake was very nauseous, and so he gets up and he's like, "Okay, I'm good. Let's go. Let's go to Batman. Let's just fucking get it over with." So we go to Batman. He looks alright. He feels alright. So I'm thinking, okay, we'll be fine. One more ride, we'll go back home. Get on the ride. He's not really looking that well as we're going on the ride, though. He's not really saying anything to me. Me and Spencer are talking a bunch, but Jake's not really saying anything. He's just very keeping to himself. Get on the ride. Me and Spencer are having fun, right? Just going around, and just Jake's keeping very quiet, and he's just not even screaming at this point. He's just kind of sitting there, like, looking at stuff, and we're just like, what the fuck? The ride stops. Jake is like, at that point, I'm like, all right, he's dizzy again. Whatever.
He's fucked.
So we get off, and he does exactly what I expected him to do, and he pukes 2 feet from the seat of the ride. He takes 2 steps after he gets out of his chair,
just
vomits all over the place. And I knew exactly what it was. It was this yellowish liquid, and it smelled awful. And it was just this lemon puree of just a puke is what the fuck it was. And it's all over the place. It even gets in a sweater. He's like, I don't know why he does this. I don't know what possesses him to do this, but he vomits, and then he wipes his face on his fucking sweater. So there's vomit all over the sweater. And we're like, what? Very confused. And
as they continue to go down.
As we're walking out of the entrance. By the way, Batman getting out is a long entrance. Almost, right? So all the way down, all the way that zigzag way down, he vomits and vomits. Every 5 steps he vomits. And me and Spencer are like, our eyes are teared because we want to throw up so bad because it's just so disgusting. The whole place is just covered in puke and guts, and it's just nasty. So me and Spencer are all teary-eyed, following him behind with our mouths covered, keeping like at least a 25-foot distance from him, He keeps vomiting, and he's like, "I'm okay." He keeps looking back at us and screaming, "Yeah, I'm okay, guys. Come on up." And then he keeps vomiting again. And at this point, it's like 10 times that he pukes, consecutively coming. And he finally stops as soon as he gets out of the ride, and he's like, "Okay, I'm good. I'm done. I'm done puking." And then he's like, and I'm like, "Are you sure? Are you okay?" So he had to go to his restroom to get him cleaned up because he had vomit all over his sweater. And he had to clean it up, and he vomited all over his face, and it was like, it was such a like a wild down that it started to form like this crust of like vomit on his face, like it was kind of like fermenting.
That's disgusting.
And we're like, "Oh, you need to wash your face, dude." And then like, he was like, "I feel fine now. It's okay, guys." So we get into the bathroom, we clean him up, we help him clean up. We get out, and it was just, it was insanely funny because, like, we kept telling people on the way, like, just walking through, people that we knew that we kept running into, we're like, go on Batman, because it's covered in puke. Covered in puke. You just have to go on Batman. Don't even go on Batman. Just look at the way out of it. Just look at the exit from the ride, And it was insanely funny. So yeah, he threw up, and then after that, he was like, "I'm hungry again." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" You just had a frozen. It's all like all your stomach is all over the exit to Batman. There's like I don't understand what possesses you to be hungry. He's like, "Okay, let's go to Ben and Jerry's, dude." No, it wasn't. It was Cold Stone. Let's go to Cold Stone. And we're like, why? I don't want a fucking Cold Stone. That's the last thing I want right now after seeing what you just did. And Spencer gets a Cold Stone too, right? So of course they're both eating food again. And then, okay, I let them eat their ice cream. And by the way, Cold Stone is fucked up because they have the like it size, they have the love it size, and they have the I really love it size, right? Which means that you're a fucking fat ass and like to eat ice cream. So of course, what does Jake get? He gets the fattest one, the fattest cone in the whole bunch. And Spencer just gets a little cup, because he's a fucking sane person. and they're picking the ice cream, and it takes so long. Cold Stone, I don't know if you realize this, but Cold Stone, they have these 2 spoons, and they get the ice cream, and they like fucking fold it inside, and it's like, just scoop it up and put it in the fucking cone. Like, why do you have to like give it a like open heart surgery or like something? It's really weird. And it takes, there's a long line too, so it takes 30 minutes to get the ice cream, right? And at this point, we're like 20 minutes from having to leave, like 10 minutes from getting to the bus. So I have the ice cream. You know, finally, after waiting for like a super long fucking time, they had the ice cream. We're about to walk to the bus. Jake takes like 3 bites of it, and we're almost to the bus. Jake is like on his 3rd bite, and he's like, I don't like this anymore. And he throws fucking the whole cone on the ground. He chucks the cone on the ground after taking like 3 bites. So he spends and this ice cream isn't cheap. This is very expensive ice cream. It's like $10 for like a really large one.
Fucking ice cream.
And he fucking throws it and he's like, I don't like it anymore. So at that point I was pretty fed up with Jake. I was pretty pissed at him because I don't know, he's just throwing up and he keeps eating shit. No, he's pretty bad. And this is the guy that went on our X2 with our another buddy Avery. He threw up and basically caused everyone behind him to throw up.
Wait, what?
He threw up, and then some couple behind him saw him and got grossed out and threw up, and then the people behind him threw up, and everyone, he started like a whole puke-orama behind him because he threw up. That's coming. This happened from this person, from this spewer of a person. So we finally get on the bus, and he falls asleep, and I'm just like, thank God.
Thank God he's asleep.
He's asleep, and he can't eat anything. He can't be like thrown somewhere to throw up, or he can't be broken.
He can't throw up while he's asleep.
I mean, like...
Yeah.
But
I was about to say, if he starts choking on his vomit, what are you gonna do?
I guarantee that I would just let him die.
Jesus Christ!
You're a fucking piece of shit.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't let him die, but I'd be very upset with him.
Just turn him on his side.
I'd be yelling at him.
That's what you do.
I'd be yelling at him as he was thrown up. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong? And he'd be like, help. You're a fucking dumbass. You're a jackass. You're an idiot.
It'll be like that scene from Family Guy where he's like, I feel purple.
Yeah.
Who wants clam chowder?
Who wants clam chowder? And so...
Yeah.
Peter, hold back my ears. Hold back my ears.
Oh, no, it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I get to eat the pup. Wait. They ate rat fucking poison, didn't they?
I don't remember.
That reminds me. Jake has long hair. He already had long hair at the time. And I didn't... What do you mean? Jake always has long hair.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, no, he didn't have long hair. But before he had a little bit of longer hair. You know?
Wow.
I remember that.
That's...
What do you mean?
I thought you meant like long hair like this.
Yeah.
Like down to his
Yeah.
He did? Never seen him like
this,
that.
like up to here, like up to his neck, middle of his neck.
Yeah, he used to have long hair.
No, I thought you meant down to his shoulders.
No.
I'm like, fuck.
No.
Never seen him like that.
So I mean, I was too grossed out to pull back his hair, so he was kind of vomiting on his hair too. You know, so he was a mess by the time he got in the bus, and the time he got in the bus, I was like so happy beyond belief that this night was over, that Jake was safe, or he wasn't like dead, or I don't know.
Oh,
but
shit.
my girlfriend's still pretty pissed at me because
I'll be back.
as I wasn't hanging out with her, so I was in the doghouse for that. But I was happy anyway because the night was over, and then Jake was fine. So I mean that's pretty much the end of the story. Sorry if it was a little bit messed up. I was having trouble recollecting the thing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and
I hope you enjoyed it.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
If you liked
Thank you for
the
watching.
story, be sure to leave a like down. Maybe give us some suggestive feedback. See if you like the series.
And if you want us to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. There will probably be something over this recording. Like video.
I don't know, like if you want to see a picture of like Shrek, make him let the donkey, we'll put it on there.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Merry Christmas. Good night.
Beans
and cornbread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story